Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Alpha Protocol. The thread decided to pass up on Moscow and Rome for now to see if we can stop Ronald Sung from being assassinated. Whether we can or not, we're going to Taipei, but first we're going to meet Miss Scarlet Lake. She's the redhead from before, if you already forgot.
You wouldn't believe the day I've had.
I think I've got you beat.
You ever been a pushy woman in the heart of Arabia?
Once, lost a bet.
Cute.
Yeah.
You could keep that up the entire flight, I bet.
Did you already have plans?
I was going to invite you to slow down.
You're right. It's a long flight. Plenty of time to get your name and hotel room.
Wow, you just come right out and say those kinds of things, huh?
When I'm not putting my foot in my mouth. By the way, I'm Mike.
So, Mike, when you're not getting shot down, what do you do with yourself that would bring you out to this part of the world?
Secret agent.
Right.
It's better if you don't believe me anyhow.
All right, be honest. Has that worked on anyone?
How impressed are you?
Not.
All right. My turn's over. How about you? Those your legs?
Other page.
Cover story by Scarlet Lake.
I heard she's on this flight.
Photojournalism, isn't that a bit dangerous, Scarlet?
If there's no risk, it's not important.
You may be onto something.
Here, call me. I have a lot of contacts in the area. Maybe we can work out a trade. If you should hear anything, of course.
What if I want to call, just to be endearing?
You should call someone else.
Wow, you're tough.
It seems to be endearing, unfortunately.
Yeah, but strip off that tough exterior.
Mike, your persistence is bordering on dense.
Maybe, but is it working?
You're... I have work to catch up on.
Yeah, and I should,
Good night, Mike.
All this flirting makes Mike tired. Poor guy.
This is it? It's very... crappy.
Maybe you should unwind after the flight. Maybe take a shower.
That might be more tempting if you were here.
That might have to wait until we aren't fugitives from our own government.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream. Are you sure about this?
Positive. Trust me.
Okay.
See? What did I tell you?
This is why I love you.
You can send roses to my dead drop in Prague. Now that you've made it to Taipei, what are your plans?
Priority 1 is to find out more about this assassination attempt.
Agreed. How are you going to go about it?
I've got 3 leads to start with. This Stephen Heck guy seems like he knows what's going on in Taipei. He might be able to answer some questions.
Be careful, Mike. I've checked my databanks, and I can't find any evidence that Stephen Heck has ever worked for the CIA.
I'll be on my guard. There's also that anomalous data trail from Shahid's system. Any luck tracing it down?
I managed to follow it back to a place in the warehouse district. I'm forwarding the address to you now. What's the final lead?
Simple. Follow the money. Shahid was funneling large amounts of money to a front corporation for the White Oak Mountain Triad. Think I can persuade them to tell me why.
Sounds like you've got everything figured out.
Isn't that why you love me?
You watch yourself out there, Mr. Thornton.
Always.
Well, here we are in Taipei, in our secret underground lair, our man cave, that's our weapons locker. our place where we can catch up on the news. It's been a long flight. I'm sure there's new information out here.
Coalition forces report sporadic outbreaks of violence across the Middle East.
No, there is not. There's nothing new going on. Nothing about Shahid. I was really disappointed by that. Anyway, here's our bathroom. Let's change our appearance. There's been a lot of support in the thread so far for a sort of stereotype hipster Asian wannabe. I don't even know what you would call it to summarize. Basically, look as much like a douche as possible. Now, there's still time to change this, obviously, so if you want a different douche look, you can go ahead and vote for that, and you'll see all the different hat options here in Taipei. And for now, we're sticking with the backward baseball cap. And for eyewear, most people were voting for the wraps here. Personally, I think the douchiest ones are the razors here. I mean, they're both pretty douchey, but still. And of course, we've got our very pale skin, dark eyes. From this angle, he kind of looks like Keanu Reeves, doesn't he? Oh well. Oh, that's the bedroom, Mike. You're getting lost. There we go. Yeah, for all the spaciousness of the safe house, there's really not much to do. We do little emails on the computer, which I'll post in the thread. And since there's no front door to go out on their missions, we head out here to our motorcycle down our yellow-lit tunnel. Anyway, we have 3 missions here. We can contact Hung Shi, who is the head of the White Oak Mountain Triad. We can investigate a warehouse district data trail that Shahid had picked up on. Or we can contact Stephen Heck, who may or may not be with the CIA. So get voting, people.